Wish you a very good morning, students. Today, we are going to discuss adjective. In this lesson, we shall learn adjective, its definition, its types, and different forms of adjective and its uses. Now, what do we mean by adjective? As it is clear from the name of or the title of this part of speech, adjective, adjective, ject. यहां ये देखिए, ject word is found in either subject or object. It means what can become a subject and object in a sentence? A noun or a pronoun. किसी भी सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट कौन बन सकता है? या तो नाउन बन सकता है या प्रोनाउन बन सकता है. जेक्ट मीन्स सब्जेक्ट एंड ऑब्जेक्ट. एड मीन्स प्लस, मीन्स एड्स. आप इस प्रकार से इसे याद रख सकते हैं, विच एड्स ए वर्ड दैट एड्स समथिंग टू जेक्ट्स, मीन्स सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट, मीन्स नाउन और प्रोनाउन are known as adjectives. अर्थात वो वर्ड्स जो सब्जेक्ट या ऑब्जेक्ट या नाउन और प्रोनाउन में कुछ ना कुछ ऐड करें, उसे मॉडिफाई करें या डिस्क्राइब करें, उन वर्ड्स को हम एडजेक्टिव्स कहते हैं. इन्हें हम डिस्क्राइबिंग वर्ड्स भी कहते हैं, बिकॉज दे डिस्क्राइब ए नाउन और प्रोनाउन. दैट इज वाई दे आर नोन एज describing words. Now, uses of adjectives. We use adjectives in two ways. First is attributive use of adjectives, and the second one is predicative use of adjectives. How do we use adjectives attributively, and how do we use adjectives predicatively? Now, let us see a few examples to know the concept of attributive use and predicative use. Chennai is a big city. Here, Chennai is a proper noun, is a verb, a determiner or an article, city is a noun, and big is an adjective used before this noun. This word big defines or modifies or adds something or gives an information about the city, tells something more about the city. What kind of city is Chennai? Chennai is a big city. Here the word big defines noun city. That is why it is used here before a noun. When an adjective is used before a noun in a sentence, this use is known as attributive use of adjectives. But in the second sentence, the city is big. The city is a noun. The city is, this is a verb and this is an adjective. This is not used before the noun in this sentence. This is used after the verb, or I can say after the noun. When a word is used, an adjective is used with the verb or after a noun in a sentence, it becomes the part of predicate in a sentence. Here, this word big is not the part of the subject city. A sentence has two parts, as you know, subject and predicate. Here, this adjective is the part of this predicate. That is why this is known as predicative use of adjective. बहुत ही स्पष्ट अंतर है. यदि नाउन से जस्ट पहले किसी एडजेक्टिव का यूज हुआ है, उसे हम एट्रीब्यूटिव यूज कहेंगे, और यदि वो नाउन के बाद हुआ है, वर्ब के साथ हुआ है, तो उसे हम प्रेडिकेटिव यूज कहेंगे, क्योंकि वो एक प्रेडिकेट का पार्ट होता है उस सेंटेंस में. आइए हम कुछ और एग्जाम्पल्स पर नजर दौड़ाएं. नेहा इज एन इंटेलिजेंट गर्ल. girl. This is a noun. And this word intelligent modifies or defines noun, adds something to the noun. That is why the word intelligent is used as an adjective in this sentence. It is used here before a noun, that's why it is attributive use of adjective. But Neha is intelligent. This is used after the verb is in this sentence, or you can say after the noun Neha. Neha is intelligent. Here, this adjective intelligent is used as predicatively. Next, I have a red car. What type of car? What is the color of my car? I have a red car. Car is a noun and the word red defines this car. And it is used before a noun in this sentence. It is used as an attributive adjective. I have a red car, but my car is red. Here, this word red is used after the verb or with the verb is and after the noun car. In this way, this is the predicative use of adjectives. इस प्रकार से हम एट्रीब्यूटिव और प्रेडिकेटिव यूज ऑफ एडजेक्टिव्स के बारे में डिटेल से जान सकते हैं। आइए हम कुछ एग्जांपल्स और लेते हैं कि एडजेक्टिव्स आखिर हमें बताते क्या हैं। What do adjectives tell us about nouns or pronouns for which they are used? He has 5 books. How many books? 5 books. Books is a noun and it is used before this noun books. This number 5 modifies this noun books. That is why it tells us how many things, how many books. I have some rice. Rice is a noun here and this some defines this noun rice and some is used for a quantity, for an uncountable noun. Here books is a countable noun and rice is an uncountable noun. We use 5 before books and some before rice. Here this adjective some is used before rice noun. In this way, these adjectives are used attributively. Now, let us see what do adjectives tell us. Adjective tells us about what kind of things, what kind of a person or a thing is, how many, it tells us how many the persons or things are, how much a thing or a quantity is. In this way, adjectives tell us some more things about the quantity. It tells the quality. It tells the shape of a thing, size of a thing, number of persons or things. It tells us origin of a particular thing or color of a thing. In this way, adjectives tell us quality, quantity, number, shape, size, origin, color, etc. of nouns and pronouns in a sentence. In this way, adjectives are known as describing words because they describe nouns and pronouns. Now, here this sentence, my car is red. Car of what color? Red color. This is an adjective. We can find an adjective in a sentence by asking these questions. How many? How much? What kind of? What is the color? What is the shape? What is the size? What is the origin of a particular thing? And we shall get adjective. Now, let us discuss what is the difference between a determiner and an adjective. What do determiners do? Determiners also tells something about noun. They specify noun, they determine a noun, but adjective qualifies or describes a noun or pronoun. This is the basic difference between a determiner and an adjective. Words a, an, the, some, all, etc. are known as determiners in English grammar. They are used before adjectives and before nouns. Adjectives are used before nouns and after nouns. Now, if we want to know the difference between determiner and adjective, let us learn we can't add any prefix or suffix to a determiner, but we can add prefixes and suffixes to the adjectives. One more thing is there, determiners are used before a noun or always used before a noun. Determiners are never used after a noun, but adjectives are used either before a noun or after a noun or pronoun. They are used at both the places. As we have discussed, adjectives are used attributively as well as predicatively. In this way, we can say that this is the basic difference between determiners and adjectives. If we have to use both the things before a noun, determiner as well as an adjective, then we shall use both determiner first and then adjective before a noun. For example, a good boy. Boy is a noun, good is an adjective, and a is a determiner. A good boy, a big city. In this way, determiners are always preceded by nouns or adjectives in a sentence. Types of adjectives. Adjectives are of following types: adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, adjectives demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, possessive adjectives, exclamatory adjective, and emphasizing adjectives. These are the types of adjectives. Adjectives of quality tells us about what kind of or what type of a person, place or thing is. It tells about the color, size, shape of a person, place or thing. For example, curly hair. What type of hair? Curly hair. Curly is adjective, hair is noun. New dress. Dress is noun and new is an adjective. Adjective of quality tells us about what kind of a noun is. Next is quantity. Adjectives of quantity tell us about how much of things or how much about the quantity, how much. For example, some money. It is used for uncountable nouns. Some money. Here, some is adjective of quantity. Little hope. Hope and money are uncountable nouns for which we use adjectives of quantity defining them. Next is adjectives of number. Adjective of number are of two types, for ordinal number and for cardinal number. For example, 10 books. Books is a noun. How many books? 10 books. It tells us how many of a thing, how many things are there, how many persons are there. 4 boys. 4 is adjective of number and first, second, third. In this way, adjectives of number tell us about how many. Next is demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjectives are used to point out a person, place, thing or animal. For example, this girl. Which girl? This girl. That pen. Which pen? That pen. Adjective, demonstrative adjectives are used to point out a particular noun. Next is interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives are used or help to ask questions. For example, which book? When WH word are preceded by a noun, this is known as interrogative adjective. Which book? Whose purse? This is a purse. Whose purse is this? If this WH word is followed by a noun, then this WH word is always known as an interrogative adjective. Next is possessive adjective. Possessive adjectives are used to show possession, belongingness. For example, my car. Whose car? My car. Here my is possessive adjective. His shirt. Shirt is a noun. Whose shirt? His shirt. Here my, his. These are known as possessive adjectives. These are also known as pronominal adjectives because they are made from pronouns. Next is exclamatory adjective. Exclamatory adjective, a word what followed by a sign of exclamation after a noun. This is used to express surprise, to show exclamation. That's why this is used as what, beauty, as an exclamative adjective. And the last is emphasizing adjective. This is used for emphasis. This is used to emphasize a noun or pronoun. For example, own flat. This is my own flat. ये मेरा flat है. This is my flat. If we want to emphasize the ownership of this flat, then I can say this is my own flat. Or he is the very man. Man is a noun. It is preceded by word very, which is acting as an adjective, which is acting as an emphasizing adjective. This is the very man whom you want to see. In this way, these are the different types of adjectives with examples. Adjectives tell the quality of a noun or a pronoun. But if we want to tell the difference between the two qualities of two things or two persons or two places, we need degrees of adjectives for comparison. For example, I have 3 pencils. If I have only one pencil, I can say this is a long pencil. This is a long pencil, or I have a long pencil. But when I have 2 pencils, now we want to compare the length of these 2 pencils. If we want to compare 2 things, persons, places, then we need a comparative degree. For example, pencil number 1 is longer than pencil number 2. This pencil is longer than this pencil. Or I can say in reverse direction, this pencil is shorter than this pencil. For example, when we have only one person, place or thing, we need no comparative degree. We need only positive degree for one thing. Because we are not comparing that particular person, place or thing with other person, place or things. Then we need only a positive degree. A positive degree tells us just a possession of a quality, color or kind by a noun or pronoun. But when we have 2 persons, things, animals or places, or 2 groups of persons or things, then we need a comparative degree to compare these 2 things. But when there are more than 2 things, things are 3, 4, 5 and so on, then how can say, for example, these are 3 pencils. Now I have to tell about which pencil has the maximum length. Pencil number 1, 2, 3. This pencil number 1 is the longest of all the pencils, of all the 3 pencils. इसी प्रकार से अगर आपको क्लास में किसी टॉलेस्ट बॉय की बात करनी है तो हम कह सकते हैं रवि इज द टॉलेस्ट बॉय इन द क्लास. अगर हम केवल 2 बॉयज 2 स्टूडेंट्स को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं तो हम कह सकते हैं रवि इज टॉलर देन मोहन. हाउ डू वी फॉर्म कंपैरेटिव एंड सुपरलेटिव डिग्रीज of different adjectives? There is a formula or there are certain rules. For example, in case of positive degree we need no comparison, we are just telling the possession of a quality by a thing. In case of comparative degree we compare 2 things. The comparison is between 2 persons or things or group of persons or things, means one person or thing having a greater degree than the other, then we need a comparative degree. And when the things or persons or places are more than 2, then we have to describe the highest degree of equality or in the greatest degree of all that are being compared. all का मतलब यहां यह नहीं है कि हम पूरी पृथ्वी की बात कर रहे हैं. मान लीजिए हमारी क्लास में 30 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, हम उन 30 स्टूडेंट्स के बीच कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं तो हम कहेंगे ही इज द टॉलेस्ट बॉय इन द क्लास, नॉट ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. मीन्स बीइंग कंपेयर्ड का यहां यही मतलब है कि जितनी वस्तुओं को, जितनी चीजों को, जितने पर्संस को हम कंपेयर कर रहे हैं उनमें से हाईएस्ट डिग्री वाली बात है. अब एक चीज आपको यहां ध्यान रखना है कि जब भी हम पॉजिटिव डिग्री का यूज करेंगे तो हमें उसके साथ कोई दूसरा वर्ड यूज नहीं करना है. लेकिन इन केस ऑफ कंपैरेटिव डिग्री वी यूज देन और टू in case of comparative degree or while comparing between 2 things. Now we use the or they before a superlative degree in a sentence. आपको यहां ध्यान रखना है जब हम एक्सरसाइज करेंगे या कुछ सेंटेंसेस के एग्जांपल्स लेंगे तब हम इसको समझ पाएंगे कि कहां हम देन का यूज करेंगे, कहां टू का यूज करेंगे और कहां द का यूज करेंगे. इससे पहले आइए हम देखते हैं कि हाउ टू फॉर्म डिग्रीज ऑफ एडजेक्टिव्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, मोस्ट ऑफ द 1 syllable और 2 syllable adjectives are changed into their comparative and superlative degree forms just by adding just er to the word to the positive degree or est to the positive degree. For example, long, great, these are 2 adjectives. To make it comparative, add er to long, it will become longer. Add er to great, it will become greater. Add est to long, it will become longest. And add est to great and it will become greatest. जब भी हम कंपैरेटिव डिग्री का यूज करेंगे किसी सेंटेंस में तो इस कंपैरेटिव डिग्री के बाद देन का यूज करेंगे. केवल कुछ कंपैरेटिव डिग्रीज में हम टू का भी यूज करते हैं जो हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. और जब भी हम सुपरलेटिव डिग्री लिखेंगे तो इससे पहले द का यूज करेंगे. द ग्रेटेस्ट, द लॉन्गेस्ट. इन दिस वे वी फॉर्म मोस्ट ऑफ द एडजेक्टिव्स इनटू कंपैरेटिव एंड सुपरलेटिव डिग्री by adding just er to the positive degree and est to the superlative degree. Take a few more examples and make a list of these different forms of degrees of adjectives. Second is, if an adjective ends in e, अगर कोई adjective जिसके पहले ही पॉजिटिव डिग्री में e लास्ट में आता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल ब्रेव, लार्ज, इन सभी के लास्ट में ई है, तो अब हम ई आर और ई एस टी एड नहीं करेंगे बल्कि वी शैल एड ओनली आर टू मेक इट ए कंपैरेटिव डिग्री एंड एस टी टू चेंज इट इनटू ए सुपरलेटिव डिग्री. For example, brave, braver, bravest, or large, larger, largest. In this way, we can change these positive degree of adjectives into comparative and superlative degrees. Next, adjectives ending in y. किसी adjective word के लास्ट में अगर y आता है तो यहां दो स्थितियां हो सकती हैं. एक हो सकता है कि उस y से पहले कॉन्सोनेंट हो, दूसरा हो सकता है कि उस y से पहले वोवल हो. तो इन दोनों को कंपैरेटिव और सुपरलेटिव डिग्री में चेंज करने के लिए हमारे पास अलग अलग रूल्स हैं. इफ y इज प्रेसिडेड बाय ए कॉन्सोनेंट, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हैप्पी, द वर्ड हैप्पी एंड्स इन y and preceded by p, which is a consonant. In case of heavy, it ends in y and y is preceded by v, which is a consonant. If y is preceded by a consonant, then we shall remove this y and add ier to make it comparative, and we shall remove y and add iest to make it comparative. For example, happy, happier, happiest, heavy, heavier, heaviest. But if a word, an adjective ending in y and preceded by a vowel, then we shall not remove this y. We will just add er to make it comparative and est to make it superlative. For example, there are a few words ending, few adjectives ending in y and y is preceded by a vowel. For example, grey, grey. This is a color. For example, color of ashes, grey. If a thing is more grey than another thing, then we can say grayer. We shall just add ier after grey and est after grey. Greyest, grey, grayer, greyest. अगर हमें तीन एक जैसे से दिखने वाले ग्रे कलर्स में कंपैरिजन करना हो तो हम उसको ग्रे, ग्रेयर, ग्रेएस्ट से कंपेयर करेंगे. इन दिस वे वी शैल चेंज द पॉजिटिव डिग्री ऑफ एडजेक्टिव्स इनटू कंपैरेटिव and superlative. Next, if we have an adjective of one syllable preceded by a vowel, for example, जितने भी छोटे छोटे वन सिलेबल वर्ड हैं जो किसी शॉर्ट वॉवल से प्रेसिडेड हैं, उनको हम कंपैरेटिव और सुपरलेटिव डिग्री में चेंज करते समय लास्ट जो कंसोनेंट है उसको पहले डबल करेंगे और फिर उसमें er और est ऐड करके कंपैरेटिव और सुपरलेटिव डिग्री बना देंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बिग, इट्स एंड्स इन z which is a consonant and this is a single syllable word. Single syllable word means there is only one vowel sound, e, big. It is preceded by a vowel. Hot, t is preceded by a vowel. Then firstly we shall make this last consonant double and then add er and est respectively to make it comparative and superlative. For example, big, it will become bigger, not bigger. It will become bigger. Hotter, biggest and hottest. Next is, if there are two syllable words ending in ed, ing or full, ful, then these adjectives are changed into comparative and superlative degree by adding more and most to the positive degree respectively. इसको comparative degree बनाने के लिए हम positive degree में more ऐड कर देंगे, या फिर अगर कुछ ऐसे एडजेक्टिव्स हैं विच आर मोर देन 3 syllable words, ऐसे मोस्ट ऑफ द एडजेक्टिव्स आर changed into comparative and superlative degree by adding a prefix more and most respectively before the positive degree. For example, interesting, tired, beautiful. It ends in ing, it ends in ed, and it ends in full. We shall change them into comparative degree by adding a word more before them. For example, interesting, more interesting, most interesting. This is an interesting story, but this story is more interesting than this, and there are many stories, and the story number 10 is the most interesting story of all the stories. Tired, more tired, most tired. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. And at last, there are some irregular adjectives which have irregular comparative and superlative degrees. We have to learn and pay a special attention to learn the comparative and superlative degrees of these irregular adjectives. For example, good and well. These are the positive degrees of two adjectives, good, well. We shall not add them er, r or any other suffix to make them comparative and superlative, because they have a different comparative form and a different superlative form. For example, bad, evil and ill, little, much, many, etc. In case of good and well, they have comparative degree better and superlative degree best. Bad, evil and ill. All these three positive degrees have same comparative degree worse and superlative degree worst. Little has two comparative degrees, either less or lesser, and least as the superlative degree. In case of little, in case of much and many, as you know, much is used for quantity and many is used for number, and they have their comparative degree more and superlative degree most. Now let us take a few more examples of these irregular adjectives. For example, late, old and far. They have two different meanings and they have two different comparative degrees and different superlative degrees depending on their meanings. For example, late. If this late indicates or refers to time, then its comparative degree will be later. I will see you later. Baad mein. In case of time, and latest in case of time as a superlative degree. Affix the latest photograph here. Affix the latest photograph here, or bring the latest photograph of yours. But in case of position, we use late, later and latest and last. In case of position, late, later, last. When we talk about or discuss about the comparative and superlative degrees of old, it also has two different meanings which are quite confusing, but don't be confused. We shall discuss these confusing adjectives in detail later. Old has two comparative degrees, older and elder, and two superlative degrees, oldest and eldest respectively. Far. In case of distance and in case of ahead or more, for example, far, farther, farthest in case of distance, and far, further, furthest in case of ahead or coming ahead. In this way, we can change the positive degree of adjectives into comparative and superlative degree respectively. Thank you very much.